Imagine this: somewhere in the darkness of space, there is a world so terrifying that if you tried to land on it, you would never touch the ground. You would fall, and keep falling for thousands of kilometers, through giant storms, through hurricane-force winds, through endless darkness, until the pressure became so powerful that it would crush anything humanity has ever built. Your spacecraft, gone. Your equipment, gone. Even the atoms around you would begin behaving in ways that seem impossible. And the deeper you go, the worse it gets. Because this isn't an ordinary planet. This is a world where storms larger than Earth have been raging for centuries. A world surrounded by radiation powerful enough to destroy spacecraft. A world whose gravity dominates an entire region of the solar system. A world so enormous that more than 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. Most people think the scariest places in space are black holes or exploding stars, but one of the most terrifying places we've ever discovered is much closer to home. Its name is Jupiter, and tonight, we're going to fall into it. From Earth, Jupiter looks beautiful, a bright object shining in the night sky. Through a telescope, you can see colorful bands wrapping around the planet. You can see giant storms. You can even see some of its moons. It almost looks peaceful, but that peaceful appearance hides a monster. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Its diameter is nearly 140,000 kilometers. To understand how huge that is, imagine placing Earth beside Jupiter. Our entire world, every ocean, every continent, every city would look tiny. More than 1,300 Earths could fit inside Jupiter. Think about that. Every mountain, every forest, every human who has ever lived, every animal, every building, everything we know could fit inside Jupiter over 1,000 times. And yet, Jupiter isn't even a star. It's something stranger. Scientists often call Jupiter a failed star. Not because it once was a star, but because it contains many of the same ingredients as one: hydrogen, helium, immense mass. If Jupiter had been much larger, it might have ignited nuclear fusion. It might have become a second sun. Fortunately for us, it didn't, because a solar system with two stars would look very different. But even without becoming a star, Jupiter grew into something extraordinary, a giant world that dominates the solar system, a giant world whose gravity shapes the fate of countless objects, and that gravity is where our journey begins. Imagine floating near Jupiter. At first, it seems harmless, just a giant striped sphere hanging in space. But slowly, you begin moving toward it. You didn't fire your engines, you didn't change course, yet your speed keeps increasing. The reason is simple: gravity. Jupiter's gravity is enormous. Its mass bends space itself. Anything that gets too close feels its pull. Asteroids, comets, dust, even spacecraft. Many scientists believe Jupiter has acted as both protector and destroyer throughout solar system history. Sometimes, its gravity captures dangerous objects. Other times, it redirects them. And, occasionally, it throws them across the solar system like cosmic slingshot ammunition. Entire trajectories can change because of Jupiter. Some objects become trapped forever, others are launched into deep space. In many ways, Jupiter acts like a giant gravitational machine, one so powerful, say, that it influences worlds millions of kilometers away. And if you got too close, escaping would become increasingly difficult. Eventually, you wouldn't be orbiting Jupiter anymore, you'd be falling. Now imagine you're standing at the edge of a futuristic spacecraft. Below you is Jupiter, a giant swirling world of orange, white, brown, and red. You take one step forward and jump. At first, nothing seems unusual. You drift through the upper atmosphere. Clouds surround you. Sunlight still reaches this region. The view is breathtaking, beautiful, peaceful, almost inviting. But that feeling doesn't last, because Jupiter has a secret that makes it different from Earth, different from Mars, different from nearly every world people imagine. There is no ground, no beach, no mountain, no ocean floor, no place to land, only atmosphere. endless atmosphere. As you continue descending, the clouds become thicker, the pressure increases, the winds become stronger, and suddenly, you realize something terrifying. You're waiting to hit the surface, but there is no surface coming. Only deeper layers, and deeper layers, and deeper layers. Jupiter is swallowing you whole. Most people imagine Jupiter as a giant ball of gas, and technically, that's true. But the reality is much stranger. The colorful bands we see from space are actually enormous cloud systems, clouds made from chemicals that barely exist in Earth's atmosphere. Ammonia, water vapor, exotic compounds. Each layer forms under different temperatures and pressures. As you descend, you move through one atmospheric layer after another. Some clouds appear white, others orange, others deep brown. The deeper you travel and the darker everything becomes. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the thick atmosphere. Visibility decreases. Shadows grow longer. The world becomes more alien. Above you, the upper clouds disappear. Below you, new layers emerge, each one denser than the last, each one stranger than the last. And hidden inside these layers are storms unlike anything on Earth. Far below, a giant storm is waiting, a storm so large that Earth itself could fit inside it. This is the Great Red Spot, one of the most famous features in the solar system. At first glance, it looks like a simple red oval, but in reality, it's a colossal atmospheric vortex, a hurricane on a planetary scale. Scientists have been observing it for centuries, and it's still active today. Think about that. Entire nations have risen and fallen. Empires have appeared and disappeared. Generations have lived and died. Yet this storm continued spinning, year after year, century after century. The Great Red Spot isn't merely a storm, it's a monument to Jupiter's power. Inside it, winds reach incredible speeds. Clouds collide violently. Energy moves through the atmosphere on scales difficult to comprehend. And perhaps most terrifying of all, this isn't Jupiter's only storm. It's simply the most famous one. Because on Jupiter, the entire planet is weather. On Earth, storms form. Then they die. A hurricane might last days, maybe weeks. Eventually it weakens. It loses energy. It disappears. But Jupiter doesn't work that way, because Jupiter has no continents, no mountains, no forests, nothing to slow atmospheric motion. Its storms can survive for years, sometimes decades, sometimes much longer. The planet's rapid rotation twists atmospheric currents into giant bands. These bands race around the planet at tremendous speeds. Cloud systems collide, storms merge, new vortices form, old ones vanish. The atmosphere never rests. Imagine flying through skies where every direction contains violence, where winds can travel hundreds of kilometers per hour, where storms stretch farther than entire countries, where turbulence never ends. That is daily life on Jupiter. And we're still only near the top of the atmosphere. The real nightmare lies deeper below as the atmosphere thickens. You notice flashes. At first, they seem distant, tiny bursts of light hidden inside clouds. Then another flash appears, and another, and another. Lightning, but not the kind we're used to. Jupiter produces some of the most powerful lightning in the solar system. Massive electrical discharges erupt within giant storm systems. The energy involved can be astonishing. Entire cloud regions illuminate for brief moments. For a fraction of a second, the darkness vanishes. Then everything becomes black again. Thunder would be unimaginable here. The atmosphere is vastly different from Earth's. The storms are vastly larger, and the energy involved is almost beyond comprehension. Imagine being surrounded by continent-sized storm systems, while giant electrical explosions erupt around you. There is nowhere to hide, nowhere to land, nowhere to escape, only deeper darkness below. And that darkness is leading us towards something even more terrifying, because beneath the storms, beneath the clouds, beneath the visible planet, lies a region where the laws of nature begin to feel alien. And that's where our journey continues. The deeper you descend, the stranger Jupiter becomes. The colorful cloud tops that once looked beautiful from space are now far above you. Sunlight struggles to reach this depth. The atmosphere grows darker, thicker, heavier. Every kilometer downward increases the pressure around you. On Earth, air pressure changes gradually. A mountain climber can feel the difference. A diver can feel the difference underwater. But Jupiter doesn't play by Earth's rules. The pressure here rises to levels almost impossible to imagine. At first, your spacecraft can handle it. Then the metal frame begins to groan. Tiny vibrations move through the structure. Warning systems activate. Sensors start failing. The deeper you go, the louder the stress becomes. Every bolt, every panel, every component is fighting against forces it was never designed to survive. And yet, the crushing pressure is only one of Jupiter's dangers. Long before reaching these depths, something invisible would already be attacking you. Radiation. Jupiter possesses one of the most powerful magnetic fields in the solar system, a gigantic invisible shield stretching millions of kilometers into space. If Earth had a magnetic field this powerful, it would dominate the sky. But Jupiter's magnetic field doesn't simply protect the planet. It traps enormous numbers of charged particles. These particles become deadly radiation belts surrounding the giant world. The radiation environment near Jupiter is so intense that spacecraft engineers must design missions around it. Even advanced probes can suffer damage. Electronics degrade. Instruments fail. Sensitive systems become overwhelmed. Imagine standing near an invisible storm capable of damaging technology from a distance. Now imagine that storm surrounding an entire planet. For an unprotected human, the environment would be extraordinarily dangerous. Before you even reach the cloud tops, Jupiter would already be trying to kill you. And the deeper you go, the worse everything becomes. Lightning flashes illuminate the darkness. For a brief moment, you catch a glimpse of the atmosphere around you. Massive cloud towers stretch upward into darkness. Violent currents twist through the air. The scale is difficult to comprehend. A storm that would dominate Earth's weather for decades might be considered ordinary here. Then the light disappears again. Darkness returns. Only the distant flashes remain. And, somewhere below, the atmosphere is changing. Hydrogen, the simplest element in the universe, the fuel of stars, the gas that fills most of Jupiter. As pressure increases, hydrogen begins behaving in ways that seem impossible. On Earth, hydrogen is a gas. You cannot hold it in your hand. You cannot walk across it. You cannot sail upon it. But Jupiter is creating conditions that Earth can barely reproduce in laboratories. The pressure becomes so immense that hydrogen is squeezed closer and closer together. Eventually, it stops behaving like a normal gas. The rules begin changing. Matter itself begins changing. You descend farther. The atmosphere transitions into something far stranger. Now imagine looking around. There is no sky. No horizon, no ground, only endless darkness and unimaginable pressure. Then you enter one of the strangest regions in the solar system, an ocean not made of water, not made of lava, not made of liquid rock, an ocean made of metallic hydrogen, hydrogen compressed so intensely that it behaves like a liquid metal. This is one of the most alien environments humanity has ever imagined. Scientists believe this metallic hydrogen layer may be tens of thousands of kilometers deep. Electrical currents move through it. Immense forces shape it. And because metallic hydrogen conducts electricity, it helps generate Jupiter's enormous magnetic field, the same magnetic field that creates the deadly radiation belts above. Everything is connected. The giant planet is operating like a cosmic machine, a machine powered by pressure, gravity, and unimaginable energy. And yet, we still haven't reached the center. Far below lies one of Jupiter's greatest mysteries, its core. Scientists have spent decades trying to understand what exists at the heart of Jupiter. Some models suggest a dense central region. Others suggest a diluted core spread throughout the interior. The truth remains uncertain because no spacecraft can travel there. No instrument can survive long enough. No direct observation is possible. The center of Jupiter remains hidden beneath tens of thousands of kilometers of crushing material. locked away from human eyes, one of the greatest secrets in planetary science. But while Jupiter's interior is terrifying, there is another reason this planet deserves its reputation: its sheer power over the solar system. For billions of years, Jupiter has acted as a gravitational giant. Everything near it feels its influence: comets, asteroids, dust, even entire moons. Its gravity is so powerful that it has shaped the history of countless objects. Sometimes Jupiter captures wandering visitors, sometimes it destroys them, and sometimes it puts on a show. In 1994, astronomers watched something extraordinary happen. A comet known as Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 impact broke apart and plunged into Jupiter. Piece after piece slammed into the giant planet. The explosions were enormous. Dark scars appeared in Jupiter's atmosphere. Some impact marks were larger than Earth itself. For the first time in human history, people witnessed a major planetary collision as it happened. The event was a reminder: Jupiter isn't merely a giant planet. It's an active participant in the ongoing story of the solar system, a world capable of swallowing entire comets, a world whose gravity can redirect objects across millions of kilometers. And if Jupiter itself wasn't terrifying enough, its moons add another layer of horror. Orbiting around Jupiter are dozens of moons. Some are frozen, some are volcanic. Some may even hide oceans beneath their surfaces. One moon in particular stands out: Io. This world is the most volcanically active place in the solar system. Its surface is constantly reshaped by eruptions. Giant plumes of material blast high above the landscape. Lava flows spread across vast regions. The moon is literally being pulled apart and squeezed by Jupiter's gravity. Every orbit generates tremendous internal heating. The result is a world of fire and chaos. Then there is Europa. At first glance, Europa appears calm, a frozen sphere covered in ice. But beneath that icy shell may exist a global ocean, an ocean containing more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. Some scientists consider Europa one of the most promising places to search for life beyond Earth. Imagine that. One moon is a volcanic nightmare. Another may hide an alien ocean. And both are trapped within Jupiter's immense gravitational kingdom. Every moon, every asteroid, every comet passing nearby feels the influence of the giant planet, and that influence extends far beyond its immediate surroundings. Without Jupiter, the solar system might look completely different. The arrangement of planets could have changed. The number of impacts on Earth could have changed. The history of life itself might have changed. In some ways, Jupiter helped shape the conditions that allowed humanity to exist, which creates an interesting contradiction. The same planet that may have helped protect Earth is also one of the most terrifying worlds ever discovered. A planet with no surface, no safe landing, no mercy. A world of endless storms, deadly radiation, crushing pressure, metallic oceans, and mysteries hidden deep within its heart. And perhaps the strangest thing of all is that despite everything we've learned, Jupiter still has countless secrets waiting to be discovered. Every mission reveals new mysteries. Every observation raises new questions. And somewhere within that giant world, hidden beneath the clouds, beneath the storms, beneath the metallic ocean, the king of planets continues guarding its secrets.